Alright, so what's going on, good people YouTube? It's your boy NevadaMiller back here yet again on another Cold War video. I know I've been gone for a long while. I'm going to be honest, I haven't been enjoying this game, but Season 4 has kind of got me wanting to upload, so today I'm going to show you how to do the Season 4 Zombies Master. Now, as usual, I'm going to walk you through how to do every calling card. There might be gameplay for how to do some of these, or I'm going to show you a picture on screen so you know what you're looking for in the game, because some of these challenges can be done normally. Some of them you need to do in Outbreak. I feel like you had to play more Outbreak this time than last time. But yeah, I'm going to run through them, tell you how to do it, and if you have any questions or tips on how to do them, just go ahead and leave that down below. Starting off with the first row, we have Drop the Hammer. In Outbreak, get 25 elims shortly after landing from a parachute. This is just as it says, just parachute, jump off of something, use the launch pad, go in the air, just drop straight down, and it's not that short of a timer, but there are 3 tiers of this challenge. I think it's 5, 15, and then finally 25, so that one's really easy to do. Weed Killer, just use the Overgrowth and just get kills with it. As you can see, it says get Overgrowth medals. Kill 5 or more enemies with toxic growth. It's pretty easy. Vehicular Assistance, get 25 Gunner medals. Okay, so it says kill 3 or more enemies rapidly using a vehicle's weapons. Keep in mind for this challenge, you have to have a vehicle that has a gun on top, because there's going to be another challenge later in this season that sounds very similar to this one. So just remember, something has you have to have a gun on the car. It can be the RAV, it can be the big truck that has a gun on it. I think this is the only vehicles we have that have actual guns on them. But you have to get 3 or more kills rapidly, and just remember, you have to kill them rapidly. So if you don't get the gunner medal, it's not going to count. Okay, we have Harvest Time and Outbreak. Collect 5 rewards from rockets in the secure objective. Now, this one's going to be your main objective. If you don't know, when it calls in those 2 rockets and they land and you have to defend and feed both of them, I play solo mostly, so it's pretty much easy, but you just do one at a time. When you do feed the rockets, they will open up and have like a double points inside of them, or points just in general, and you have to grab it from the inside of the rocket before you leave. I think a lot of people might miss this because it's inside of the rocket, and remember that this is a main objective. This isn't a side objective on the map that you find. This is a main objective from Dr. Strauss, I believe. So yeah, just remember that. And for the last one of the first row, we have Infra Dead. Get 500 elims while aiming down a thermal scope. If you want to get it done, I'd say just play Die Machine and use the Ring of Fire. That's pretty much it. Okay, starting off with the second row, we have in Outbreak, kill an Orda with a melee finisher. An Orda, you guys should know what it is. It's from the, I forgot what the other map is, Firebase Z. It's the big, huge guy. You can't punch him on Firebase Z. I think you might be able to, but he's got a lot more health on there than he does in Outbreak. So you have to go in Outbreak. You have to find him roaming around the map. If you don't know how to play Outbreak, usually 3 random side quests will spawn in, and you'll have 1 main side quest. You can see it on the map, and you'll see him walking around on the map. And so just remember that you just have to punch him. You just have to punch him for your last hit on him. Okay, going to the second one, Out of Body Experience. Use a chopper gunner or cruise missile support with 5 or more enemies in close proximity. Now, I don't remember if I had to do this one twice or 3 times, but this one is a little weird because I don't know what gets it to count, because sometimes it counted when I killed them with the Predator missile. Sometimes it didn't count. So the easiest thing to do would be to throw a monkey bomb or decoy at your feet while you have a Predator missile, and then call in the Predator missile, and then you just have to see if it counts, because as I said, this one is kind of weird. I don't know what was counting it and what was not. Okay, for the next one, Gone Fishing. Collect 25 items from fishing. Pretty easy. You play Outbreak. You go to the fishing pole. You wait till it vibrates your controller if you have vibration on. If you don't, I don't really know how you do it, honestly. I think it's the audio cue. But then you just reel it in. You just pick it up. Second to last, Blinded by a Light. Kill 25 enemies that are stunned by your Healing Aura. You have to use the Healing Aura field upgrade, and you have to use it when they're near you. It'll knock them all over, and as they're knocked over, just shoot them. It's pretty easy. As you can see, it's green because the Healing Aura thing is a green. So just use that field upgrade, use it, and then they'll fall over, kill them. Pretty easy. Hipster, earn 500 critical kills without aiming down the sight. So I read that one wrong at first. You have to hip fire. You can do this in whatever way you want. I think I did it with the nail gun just because I was messing around. But yeah, this one's pretty easy. Just hip fire. You can build a hip fire class if you want to. And yeah, it's the end of the second row. Okay, so starting off with the third row, we have on a budget. Kill 100 enemies distracted by a decoy tactical equipment using a frag or semtex. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, it's easier to do with a semtex. 100% it's easier to do with the semtex. Just throw a decoy on the ground. Once they get all around it, throw the semtex on them, and then it'll blow up. If you're in the later rounds, it's easier to do with a monkey bomb because then you have more time and you can have multiple semtexes that you throw. But you just have to distract them, then you throw it on them. As it says, you can use a frag grenade. It's got to be a frag or a semtex, and it can be a decoy or a monkey bomb. So just remember that. Okay, for the next one, pit stop. Earn 100 freelancer medals. So as I said earlier, this is not the same as this. This wants you to get kills with the weapons on the vehicle. Pit stop wants you to get weapons with your gun while you're driving the vehicle. So if you aim down, you can switch to your weapon and start holding it out, start shooting. If you switch seats in a car, you can like kind of peek out of the car and shoot them. But remember that you have to also get 3 rapid kills on this one. So if you like kill 2 of them and there's no zombies around you, you can't do it. You have to play Outbreak for this, of course, because they have cars there. And this one does kind of take a while, even though I was going for it pretty consistently. You have to sit in the car, switch seats, or if you're on the bike, just aim down your sight and it'll just, you'll see in first person. But you have to switch seats, get 3 rapid kills. You could use a Stoner 63 for this or an AR, whatever you want to do. Make sure you get 3 kills rapidly. Okay, so for Root Canal, complete 5 Fury Crystal World Events. This is going to be a red side quest icon in Outbreak. I don't really know how to tell you how to do it. You just have to destroy the first crystal, and then it'll spawn a bunch of crystals in the area. Sometimes they'll be behind doors, on top of ceilings, on the side of the building. You have to figure out how to do them. You can watch another YouTube tutorial on how to do them, because I don't, some of them I don't know how to do. I'll get to like the last crystal, and then I'll just fail it because I don't know where the other ones are. These seem to spawn pretty frequently in Outbreak. Obviously, if you don't get it, just you could exfil and restart another game. It's not always, your first map. You could have to do the main objective. Obviously, you can do the other objectives too. But yeah, I'm going to show you a picture of what the icon looks like and go to the next challenge. Okay, so for Growth Spurt, upgrade a base weapon to Pack-a-Punch level 3 in one purchase item session. So what they want you to do is, it's easier to do if you play like a normal game mode, like round base. Just grab a gun off the wall that's not Pack-a-Punch. Go to the Pack-a-Punch and upgrade it all the way to level 3. Obviously, don't back out of the menu because that's what it doesn't want you to do. Just go, walk up to the Pack-a-Punch machine, upgrade it all the way to level 3. I think that's going to be about, I don't know, is it like 45,000, 50,000 total to get it to level 3? So you have to have a lot of essence, but that's what you have to do. And for the last challenge of the third row, we have a good compromise. Get 500 elims with tactical rifles, which is easy. Okay, starting off with row 4, he had to split. Kill 10 enemies or specials or elites with the Tomahawk lethal equipment. Okay. So the way you do this challenge is, if there's a Orda, if there's a arm cannon guy, a mangler, whatever that weird thing that pulls you in is, that weird zombie, the mimic, you have to kill them with a tomahawk. Obviously, if you play Firebase Z, this will be pretty easy because they spawn in a lot. The Tomahawk does a lot of damage. If you have trouble killing them, use the Ring of Fire and use Tomahawk. It'll one-shot them. Or kill the guy on the Die Machine. You can do it as well. It'll be slower because you only get one of the big guys every few rounds. So just keep that in mind. You might be better off playing Outbreak and Firebase Z if you want to do this one. Like butter. Okay. Kill 100 enemies with their elemental weakness. Certain enemies have the weakness in this game. For example, like the gas dogs on Die Machine will die easier if you throw a Molotov grenade or have fire ammo. Like, it has to show the symbol of what they're weak of while you're hitting them with it. So on dog rounds on Die Machine, I just throw a Molotov on the floor and they run into it. It counts. That's just about it. I know the Mimic, you have to use Brain Rot. Maybe on Orda, you have to use a freeze weapon or something. I don't know all the exact ones. I know probably for the Mangler you have to use the armor one, but you probably gonna have to search the exact ones. If someone knows, you can leave it in the comments below. I don't know all of them. I know for the fire dogs you have to use the cryo freeze on your gun, so that can count too, obviously. So I don't know, whichever way you're gonna do it. One guaranteed way I know how to do it is play Die Machine and throw Molotovs on the floor when the dogs are coming at you. Might take a while, but you can also use Dead Wire on the big guy since that's his elemental weakness. So yeah, you just have to kind of go through it. To the bitter end, earn 5 loot pinata medals, destroy the Aether Orb in Outbreak. So, obviously you have to play Outbreak for this one. It doesn't appear on your map as a side quest, okay? So, you have to walk near it and then it'll appear on your map. You see how he's holding the orb? It's kind of looks like that on the map. It'll be like a red side quest icon, though it doesn't appear to you on the map. You can't just open the map and see it. You have to just wander around till you see the icon, and you have to shoot the orb, and then it'll run away from you, and then you shoot it again when it stops, and then it'll run away from you, and then you'll shoot it again when it stops, and then you'll get the loot pinata medal. I'm going to put a picture on screen so you know what icon you're looking for. I don't think I have any actual gameplay of me destroying it, but I don't know if they're on every Outbreak map, because I found them like every once in a while. But remember, I don't know all the locations for them. If you have to find the locations for them, if you're not a normal Outbreak player, you might want to search on YouTube where they are. So just keep that in mind. That one's not hard to do. The thing doesn't fight back. You just have to run after it. You can see it flying on the map, and you can see the icon. So very not hard to do. Staycation. In round based, reach round 20 without leaving the starting area. Okay, I just used the Spaz 12 and the Ring of Fire on Die Machine. That just was it. You just have to stay there. Just remember, it says reach round 20. Stay there till round 21. Stay there until it gives you the calling card. It means don't open any doors and walk into other areas. Stay exactly where you spawn in that little area. Run around, train them. You can collect enough salvage to buy yourself a chopper gunner if you get in trouble, or a cruise missile, something like that. Monkeys even. So you just have to stay in the first area where you spawn until round 21. Keep that in mind, because you have to complete round 20. Don't walk out of there once you get like on the last zombie like I did. I did that once and I was like, damn it, I gotta do it again. So just remember that. And for the last one, we have My Way. Get 1,000 elims with a found legendary rarity weapon that you applied a blueprint to. Now, to be honest with you, I have no idea how this one counts, because what it says to do works. But when I spawn in with my own weapon, it also worked when I made it gold rarity. So, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. You could always do exactly what it says, but I accidentally got like 900 elims with just my gun that I had by itself. So, didn't make any sense, obviously. But you could just do as it says if you really want to stay to it. But it worked when I brought in my own street sweepers, so I have no clue. And keep in mind, it says a found legendary rarity weapon that you applied a blueprint to. So if you're going to do it as it says, go to the mystery box when you're on like round 30, maybe round 25, spin it. You have to get a gold weapon, and then you have to press pause, go to apply blueprints, and if you have any blueprints for that gun, you put it on that gun. It's going to change the attachments on it. It could be a bad one, it could be a good one, you know, it's just whatever you have. It's going to keep your pack-a-punch upgrades, but that's exactly what it wants you to do. I don't know why, but yeah, that's how you do the challenge. So I really hope I was as thorough as possible when explaining these challenges. This is the calling card right here. Honestly, it's a pretty cool calling card. I like it better than the last two. As you can see, we have the Dark Ops Master. I could make a guide on how you get that if you guys are interested. It is, I wouldn't say it was too hard to do. But look, I'll show you what the Dark Ops challenges are if you're interested in seeing. But yeah, I hope I was very thorough with you guys on how to do it. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll try to answer them as best as possible. I know there's a lot more people that play Outbreak out there that know it a lot more in-depth than I do. So if you have any questions, you might want to search up a guide on where the loot pinata locations are, or where the locations of other things are, because as I said, I don't know everything. I'm not a super crazy Outbreak player. I try to get the calling cards and all that, but yeah, I don't know every little detail. So make sure if you're having trouble to go search where certain things are. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. I don't really know what I'm gonna upload next, so maybe it'll be the next season thing, the season 4 master, the calling card for multiplayer. I can get it pretty easily. I have 2 challenges left, but yeah, whatever I upload next, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope this helps you guys, and yeah, later.